I cannot believe. This is a tough team right here. We're proud to be from Ohio, and it's always been Ohio against the world, and it'll continue to be Ohio against the world. But I'll tell you what, I love those kids, and we got a tough team.
Wow. You want to talk about a rally call for all of Ohio, galvanizing the troops? Hey, I watched that 3 times last night. When I woke up this morning, the first thing I reached for my phone, I had to go pull that back up. I had to watch it. It gets me amped every trip, man. All of Ohio. We did it for Ohio. They proud to represent Ohio. Hey, man, Lou Holtz, we said that in your crib, bro. So, man, this game was like, so it made more questions than it answered. For me, at least. It was like the things that were good were also bad, and I'll get to that. It was just like a big contradiction, but let's get into it. So Kyle McCord, 21 of 37, 240 yards, no touchdowns. He had will allude to it, but he had a drop touchdown that would have really, helped his stat line out. But again, you can look at that 21-37, 240 yards, like, okay, that's not much. But that last drive, man, that could be something that, you know what I'm saying? That last drive, the way he moved us out of the field, kept getting us out of the situation. Bro, he had a third and 19? A third and 19, bro, completed on the 1 yard line. Emeka Egbuka almost scored on the 1 yard line. Get down there, snap. These are clutch moments, clutch situations. Hey, it's 3 seconds left, bro. It's 3. You just threw the ball out to Marvin Harrison Jr. It should have been picked. It's 3 seconds left, bro. What you gonna do? You had the ball off. You get the yard. You get out of there with the dub, man. So again, contradictory. As much as you would say Kyle McCord struggled, Kyle McCord really didn't. He had one of the biggest clutch performances, clutch drives. That's probably going to boost his confidence throughout the rest of the season. He also had the drop touchdown pass, which was not on him. He delivered a strike down the seams on that play. And I think that play led to well, I'll get into that later. But, so, again, you would like to knock Kyle McCord, but can you really knock Kyle McCord? You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like contradictory. Then, let's get into the rest of it. Trevon Henderson, 14 carries, 104 yards, a touchdown. He was averaging 7.4 yards a carry. He looked pretty damn good. I will say I actually like what I saw out of our run. Again, it's going to be a contradictory, but I like what I saw out of our line as far as the run game. Like, we actually were moving Notre Dame off the ball. It was good to see positive yards. Henderson and Chip Trader were moving forward, so that was good. But another contradictory, I guess. The pass rush, while Notre Dame only had 1 sack, they were in Kyle McCord's face, man. They were in Kyle McCord's face like a dog when you eat a piece of pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like they want that little scrap, man. They want that food. They gonna be following you everywhere until you done with the food or until you throw the food away and they know it's no chance of them getting it. That's how they was in Kyle McCord's face. So again, the line was looking good, but then again, especially on that last drive, man, Kyle McCord was under a lot of duress, which led to a big-time penalty, which I'll get to later. Marvin Harrison Jr. He had a big-time injury, which I feel is a big-time injury because I feel that affected him for the rest of the game. I felt like, but again, how can I say that when up until that point, I think he only had like 2 catches before that injury. So you can say Notre Dame's defense was, doing their job. They were running bracket coverage. They were rolling the coverage over towards him. They were scheming ways to get Marvin Harrison covered. And they had a couple one-on-one situations where they just played damn good coverage on him. So you can say, well, he wasn't really doing much before. I'm sorry, let me switch this. He wasn't doing much before the injury. But I feel like when it was clutch in the second half, I just feel like you got to throw that thing up to Marvin Harrison. And I feel like they weren't because he was hurt. That's just my opinion. Obviously, they were playing great defense on him. But to me, catch radius make an average quarterback look good. Catch radius make a good quarterback look great, and a great quarterback look elite, so on and so forth. If I could throw it up to you and you can get it high and to the right, low to the left, like you can just go get it. And Marvin Harrison, that type of player. But I feel like if he was fully healthy, he would have been getting those type of chances in the second half. But people will say, well, he was out there. I just don't feel he was himself. And at the end of the game, if you saw him, he was walking with his partner, and it looked like he was supporting him, like supporting his weight from the ankle. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. But when Marvin Harrison Jr. took a step back for this game, Emeka Egbuka came up big, man. 7 catches, 96 yards. But he did have what I alluded to earlier, the drop touchdown pass that was on him. So yeah, like I said, that drop touchdown pass would have been big, but you know what I'm saying? Still you gotta give Emeka Egbuka his props, man. He really stepped up in a big way for us. He was, every time McCord needed to move the chains, every time we needed a big play. Like I said, hell, that play on 3rd and 19, caught the ball on the 1 yard line. Damn, near won the game right there. So I got to give Emeka Egbuka his props. He really stepped up. And I also like when I saw the Cade Stover, man, and he had a big time catch for us, a huge catch on 3rd down. And it looked like McCord was about to get sacked. Looked like his arm was hitting the ball with like flying up. Somehow Stover came down with it. That was a big time play for us. Cade Stover, I think he's gonna be playing on the next level. He has size, he has hands, he has all the boxes you will want marked. He even said he models his game after George Kittle. As we all know, George Kittle is a factor in the run game. He's one of the best run blocking tight ends in the league. So if that's who you're modeling your game over, and it looks like it's translating onto this level, I think he's gonna be playing on Sundays. Let's get into some of the thoughts on the defense. Defensively, no sacks. I hate not, like, I don't know what happened to our pass rush, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We were spoiled with going from Bosa to Chase. And now it's just kind of like, hey, but I'm not knocking them, man. They played a great game. Lathan Ransom had 13 total tackles, 7 solo. Josh Proctor, 7 total tackles, 5 solo. These guys were flying all over the ball. It was a big play on 4th and 1, where it looked like Notre Dame got the ball, but the way the defender hit him and the way the quarterback had the ball, it did not actually make the line of the game, and that was a big time play in the first half. Because that's, like I said, it's contradictory. I like what I saw in the defense, but it was kind of like they were gashing us, man. I'm gonna get to the second half, but they were like just gashing us. They were having these passes. They were moving the ball. It was just like the 4th and 1 we got to stop. They ended up missing the field goal in the red zone, I think. It was just like we would make a play, but it still was kind of discouraging to see. But we did play well. And that's the other thing I want to say that's contradictory about this. It's not like we played a Rutgers or a BG. This is Notre Dame, man. This is the 9th team in the nation. This was the litmus test. This was it. This was what we were going to make this is what I was waiting for to make my statements. You know, a lot of people said, Tone, where you been at? You ain't talked about Ohio State all year. I said, hey, man, I'm going to wait till after the Notre Dame game, and I will unleash. I will let you know everything what I think of the team. So the last thing I'm going to close with is, I'll be having time to switch. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. So the last thing is that last drive. I call it Ohio State clutch time. There was a 4th and 7, a big time 4th and 7, where McCord caught Julian Fleming running a crosser. He barely makes the line of the game. Keep this drive alive. Then we get all the way down. And again, what I was saying about, we only gave up 1 sack, but he was under duress. Defensive line, Notre Dame pass rushers get in. And to me, Marvin Harrison Jr. was, I guess he wasn't, because he did cut in. So he threw it out to the right, and then Marvin Harrison actually ended up running the end route. And so they called intentional grinding. intentional grounding. That's a loss of downs and a 15-yard penalty. That pushes us back to 3rd and 19. This is the clutch time I'm talking about. He gets to play off to Emeka Egbuka. Catches the ball on the 1-yard line on 3rd and 19, runs down, clocks it. I think it was, I don't know, it was very little time left. You run the play out to Marvin Harrison Jr. Looked like it was about to be picked, the way the defender, and then the last play. So I'm like, man, after I saw that play and I saw the ball was about to be picked, I'm like, damn. I'm like, man, just run it, man. Just run it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We lose. Hey, get a yard. Get a yard. Just run it. Now, me personally, I would have spread them out because I would have tried to take as many people out the box as possible while still in the shotgun, run a little inside zone action. But he got it done. They got it done. Notre Dame's dumbasses only had 10 players on the field. So, hey, listen, man. We got the job done. That's my thoughts, though. That's my thoughts on the season, on the team, on the game. It was a good win. Also, our defense did have another big-time 4th and 1 stop. So that's what I'm saying. I can't be hard on our defense because they did make big plays. So, and this was a good team, in my opinion. This was a good team. So, yeah, man, this your boy, Tony Goat here, Tony Buckeye. You wanted me. You asked where I was at on the previous videos. I was talking about Colorado. I have arrived. Let's go. Until next week, it's your boy, Tony Goat, Go Talk Media. We try to take over, man. Let's get it.